Right, now to do the Breath of the Wild style. Do 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 map. I can't pan around the camera without doing this. I can't even look up at that glorious tree. Now that is a shame. Ahoy hoy! Today we're going to be doing an extended look at playing Elden Ring with the new N64 controller for Nintendo Switch, the one with extra buttons and everything. So let's dive straight into things. First of all, just before we create our new character and start this game, I'm just going to go over how I've set this up and what controls I've chosen, because obviously this is not a normal controller, so things need to be done a little differently. If you want to skip straight to character creation or gameplay, then use those little timestamp things in the bar underneath the video, and yeah, let's dive straight into it. Right, so here we are on the controller layout menu, where I'll show you just how I've got things set up. So obviously, to move around is on the control stick. I can also use the D-pad to navigate menus and use the left-hand menu. Roll is on the actual B button, and jump is on A, I've got on this. To crouch, I've actually got it on the little ZR button at the top here. Can't move the camera at all. Instead, I'm just using the reset camera and using the Z button underneath, sort of classic Ocarina of Time style, just to recenter the camera or lock onto enemies, which hopefully won't be too awful, but we'll be trying that. So yep, D-pad is the D-pad over here. I've got R for light attacks, and then for heavy attacks I've actually got one of these spare C buttons I have, so I've got, I think, down C button for that. Guard is still on L, but I'm not really going to be able to use that, so... And I'm not going to be able to use any skills either, so I don't have any of that equipped. Again, I might have to change this further through the playthrough, but it's how I've done it in testing, so we'll try this now. Using the item is this C button here, sort of where X would be on an Xbox controller, and Y is the top C button here. The only other thing I think is that I've got on this C button is the back button, so the map. So this is all made possible using the Better Joy piece of software. Some very kind person wrote a good one that works with N64 controllers, so I'll leave a link to that in the description below in case you want to try it out as well. Right, so let's create our brand new character to play with. Now, I feel like I'm not going to be able to... Because I can't block, I'm not going to bother with a shield. I could try being like a mage or something, but maybe the samurai would actually be best. Just because I can only really use big sort of weapons, and the samurai sounds pretty cool, so let's go with that. And now let's attempt to make the most N64 controller looking character possible. And we are back with my N64 controller looking monstrosity. I'm just going to swap to the mouse so we can do a sort of detailed look of him here, but we've got his face, the nice N64 controller grey. This is, obviously we have the start button here in red. We've got the control stick here in the sort of light grey / white. This eye, oops, how can I pan? There we go. We have the yellow eye here for the C, to memorize for the C buttons, and a dark grey for the D-pad here. We've got dark grey hair for the L and R buttons going across the top. And then we've got the sort of green above and blue below the eyes for the A and B button to give us basically an overall hue of the best I could do to make an N64 controller into a man. I also made the chin as long as possible for, you know, this central section here. Unfortunately, you can't change the ears because I would have done droopy ears down the sides for that there. But that's it. Our guy is ready to go. So... he's right here. He's called N64 controller, so if you ever have him as summonable in your game, I would not have him. Unfortunately, it's all covered up by his samurai armor, but let's go with this and head right into the main game. We are in the game. I have a samurai sword and a bow. I'm in this starting room here, which I can move around quite easily with, just using the control stick. I can use Z to change my camera around, so you won't see it on controller cam, but every time I'm flicking the camera around, it's using Z, sort of, you know, as I said earlier, like Ocarina of Time or other N64 3D adventure games. It works quite well. Sorry if you get a bit of motion sickness, I'll try not to use it too much. I can jump with the A button, roll and dodge with the B button. And I think I can also use that to sprint. Yes, I can. I can attack. And heavy attack. Which is working quite well. Right, let's pillage this course, which I can do as well. Got my wizard's finger. I'm gonna just quickly unequip my bow. And my... How do I... Okay, fine. I'll have my little shield for now. Not that I'm actually going to use it. And let's head on through into this first area. Now, I have played a bit of Elden Ring already. I'm still in the first area on my main character, which I did my sort of tree felling investigation video on. But this is a brand new character. I kind of know what to expect here. Let's see how well we can do against this weird monstrosity with the N64 controller. I'm expecting not very well, but let's get in here and try and beat him. Where is he? Oh jeez, okay. Don't have any S's, but this is a good test. At least I can see sort of how at least lock-on works quite nicely. I can get quite close, and I'm dead. It's alright, let's skip ahead to the actual game. And we're back. We're sort of in the main game now. We're sort of in the weird tutorial dungeon. So that we... And I probably will do this little tutorial bit down here, just to sort of refresh myself and get used to using the N64 controller. Yes, we know about Sights of Grace, which I can touch, thankfully. And now let's move on in. What I might do, actually, quickly, yes, I know how to manage equipment, is remove both of these from my offhand. And I should be able to two-hand the big samurai sword, which should be much better. Yeah, there we go. And then we can do... I'm not able to guard, but I can do my nice heavy attack. Yes, we saw dodging earlier. Let's just give him the old slash attack. I quite like the samurai. This is not what my main guy is. So let's move on ahead. Yes, I can jump. I can sprint. And the only issue is sometimes the camera is going to do this when I've not locked onto someone. But that's fine. I cannot change target because I don't have the right stick. And I just have to hope that the lock-on doesn't screw me over too much. Yep. I don't think I've... Yeah, skills is the one thing I don't have bound at the moment. Which is a bit of a shame, but I don't really use them that much. I never have in my other playthrough, so we'll see if it's actually necessary to do this. Right, let's see if we can beat the soldier guy in here. Make it onto our... Then we can make it into the real game. Yep, can't guard, so... Yeah, woo! Enemy felled, yeah. The camera's stuck at an awkward level, but that's fine. We can make it through the cave. And we get, I forget what you get, oh, we get the stance. Right, let's go out and enter the world of Elden Ring. I am not going to attempt to fight the Tree Sentinel at all. It took me a long time using a normal controller, and I had to be quite a high level, so we are not going to try that guy at all to begin with. Cool, we got the fingers, so who knows, maybe you'll see me one day as a summon sign, or maybe I will request your help. And if I do request your help, then please be kind and help me a lot, because I'm going to struggle at this. Can't even really see where I'm going. Right, now to do the Breath of the Wild style Do 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 map. I can't pan around the camera without doing this. I can't even look up at that glorious tree. Now that is a shame. Right. Let's see what we can do so far. I think the main aim of this sort of extended look will be to see if we can do some of the actual proper buses and some of the... Head on over. This is just one of the first dungeons. I can't even catch this. Oh, he's rolling. He's rolling. Why do they roll? I do not know. Let's clear through the woods and kill the soldiers, and then make our way towards a dungeon. I think that's a pretty good thing to do, and should at least show what we can do with the N64 controller. So let's try and do the sneak attack, which we couldn't do earlier. Boom! Right through his back and guts. And a very prolonged scream there. But yeah, let's clear out these soldiers. Get a whole bunch of souls, runes, whatever they're called. And move on ahead. And who knows, if you want to see me... Oh no, I messed up that sneak attack. Attempt some of the earlier Dark Souls games, probably Dark Souls 1 or something, because that's the only one I actually haven't beaten. I've done 2 and 3, but I never finished 1. And obviously I've not finished this yet. But I can attempt to try that with the N64 controller as well. I imagine it'll be fairly similar to this, but I've got a few less buttons to worry about. Which will be good. Let's do a heavy attack. Yeah. But yeah, let's go into the mine here and see. I think this one's full of wolves, which I remember struggling with quite a bit. Uh-oh. He's an angry dog. Oh. Bad doggy. Okay. God. Samurai sword is very good. It's very quick, isn't it? Wow, I actually cleared them out. When I played this the first time, I very much struggled. But yeah, maybe this is just the power of the N64 controller. Or maybe it's because I'm just a bit more used to this game now from when I first started it. But let's see if we could do the boss. This is probably going to be a bit more difficult. How do I dodge again? Like that. Like that. God. Just gonna do a preemptive heal. Just in case he does a whole bunch of moves like that. Ooh. Oh shoot! Oh gosh. Very hard to talk whilst doing intense boss fights. I know this is an early guy. No, no, no. Heal, heal, heal. What's he doing now? I can't. That yell doesn't seem good. Get him! Go, go, go! Yes! Wow. Did not expect to do that first time. Enemy felled. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I think we've actually done pretty well on this. So, I think we've pretty safely answered the question whether you can play Elden Ring with an N64 controller. You definitely can. This has actually been great. I might even play some more. I may even consider dabbling into streaming to play, do the full playthrough. So if you want to see the complete adventures of N64 controller man, then be sure to not only subscribe to this channel, but check out the Twitch link below to follow my channel. I've not done any videos on there, but if I get any follows, that would be totally awesome. So that's going to be it for this time. So I hope you've enjoyed. Don't forget to like if you've enjoyed it, and until next time, goodbye!